Imagine this. You've spent your life believing that kindness is armor, that decency is a shield against the world's cruelty. But what if the opposite is true? What if the most dangerous people are not the tyrants, the manipulators, or the overtly wicked, but the good ones? The ones who believe, with unshakable conviction, in their own righteousness. George Orwell saw it coming. In 1984, he didn't just warn us about brute force or surveillance. He exposed the deepest manipulation techniques in psychology, the weaponization of morality itself. The party didn't just rule through fear. It convinced its subjects that loving Big Brother was the ultimate virtue. The true danger wasn't the torture chambers. It was the sincere belief that the torture was good. Think of every authoritarian regime, every cult, every ideological purge in history. The executioners weren't monsters. They were true believers. They acted for the greater good. And that's the chilling paradox. The more righteous a person is, the more capable they become of atrocity. So ask yourself, how many of your own beliefs have you never questioned? How much of your morality is yours, and how much was handed to you, wrapped in the seductive guise of virtue? The trap is set. The real question is, do you even see it? The terrifying truth is this: goodness can be weaponized because the human mind craves moral certainty. Carl Jung warned of the shadow, the repressed darkness we refuse to acknowledge, which then projects outward as self-righteous fury. Friedrich Nietzsche saw it in the will to power, disguised as altruism, the missionary who burns heretics for their own salvation, the revolutionary who purges dissenters for the people's liberation. This is the dark alchemy of ideology. It transforms empathy into fanaticism. Viktor Frankl, surviving the Holocaust, observed that the most lethal oppressors were not sadists, but those who believed in a higher purpose. Their morality became a cognitive blind spot, shielding them from guilt. Modern psychology reveals the mechanisms. Moral licensing allows us to commit small evils to justify grand virtues. Confirmation bias filters out any challenge to our ethical self-image. And de-individuation dissolves personal responsibility into collective zeal. The deeper horror? We are all susceptible. The moment you believe your cause is absolutely just, you become capable of absolute cruelty. The question isn't whether you've been manipulated, but how. And the most dangerous chains are the ones you don't feel. The poison drips slowly, invisibly. You don't notice the moment your empathy narrows, when us becomes sacred and them becomes expendable. Cognitive science confirms it. Tribalism rewires the brain. Oxytocin, the so-called love hormone, heightens loyalty to your group while deepening distrust of outsiders. Your biology conspires against your ethics. History whispers the pattern. The Inquisition tortured souls to save them. Colonialism ravaged cultures for their own good. Even today, algorithms feed you moral certainty, click by click, outrage by outrage, until dissent feels like heresy. The most insidious oppression isn't enforced with guns, but with social approval, with the quiet terror of being exiled by your own tribe. And so, the good become complicit. The teacher who grades harshly to prepare students for life. The parent who crushes a child's spirit for their own protection. The voter who supports atrocities to prevent worse. No one wakes up a villain. They simply wake up certain the greatest lie evil ever told? That it wears a sneer. In reality, it wears a smile and believes it. The escape begins with a single destabilizing thought. What if I'm wrong? Not just mistaken, but fundamentally, dangerously wrong in ways I cannot yet see. This is the radical humility that Orwell embodied, that Nietzsche demanded when he wrote, "All great things must first wear terrifying masks." History's true rebels mastered this. Socrates drank hemlock rather than stop questioning. Viktor Frankl found meaning even in Auschwitz by refusing the seduction of absolute answers. The dissidents who broke totalitarianism didn't just resist power, they first broke their own need for moral certainty. Your weapon? Sacred doubt. When you feel most righteous, that's when you must interrogate yourself most ruthlessly. Study your enemy's best arguments. Seek out those who disagree, not to defeat them, but to be changed by them. Embrace cognitive dissonance as growing pains. This isn't weakness, it's the only true strength. As Jung warned, the most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. Because only when you stop projecting your shadow onto others can you finally see clearly that revolution begins within. Here is the unbearable, liberating truth. There are no good people, only human beings, flawed, contradictory, capable of unspeakable cruelty and breathtaking grace. The moment we divide the world into heroes and villains, we become the very monsters we claim to fight. Orwell's genius was revealing that Big Brother isn't some external tyrant. It's the part of us that craves absolutes, that would rather destroy complexity than endure its discomfort. This is the paradox at the heart of existence. To be truly moral, you must first relinquish the fantasy of perfect morality. Like Camus' Sisyphus, we must find meaning in the struggle itself, not in some imagined victory. Every ideology that promises purity demands blood. Every utopia is built on unmarked graves. So carry your doubt like a lantern. Let it illuminate the shadows in your own heart. The world doesn't need more true believers. It needs people brave enough to live in the terrifying, beautiful uncertainty of being human. Orwell didn't write a warning. He wrote a mirror. Who do you see staring back?